All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Josue. Today, we're gonna be simulating another Cornhusker game. We're gonna try to do Houston Christian Huskies, which is not in college football 26, and the only one that is kind of similar, like for the Huskies and stuff like that, with the logo and all that, is the um, is the other one that is Connecticut Huskies, which I mean, it might work. It'll be all right. Definitely, it's gonna be okay. But I'm just gonna just let it happen and see how the game starts and all that. This is just to get it kind of close. It's never gonna be the same thing to the real thing. But we're gonna do Houston Christian versus Cornhusker Memorial Stadium, which it'll be in Lincoln. So we're gonna simulate it. We'll see how everything goes and all that. Definitely, I apologize. It's not the right team against the Huskers, but it's the only one that it kind of looks similar to that. Definitely, I'm level make it a little bit. We'll see how it works. I definitely don't know how. It might be a good team, might be a bad team, might be better than the other ones, but we'll see how that goes. But with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to watch me play live on TikTok, make sure you go and follow me there too. But with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'm going to start doing simulation games like on Wednesdays every week before the Huskers games. Let me know in the comment below if you want me to do some other different college teams and stuff like that. You just let me know. But with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see, the Yukon Huskies taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Yukon will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first swing of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up from 4 to the 19.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Raiola. Zings it complete to the right. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step and trying to be better.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's key. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Makes the catch. It's Barney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Cornhuskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment, because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
Man, it's a nice start for this offense. Their defense didn't have to play the first quarter. Like, that was unbelievable ball control, moving down the field methodically, chewing up clock, and most importantly, punching the ball in and getting the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An 84-yard drive there, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes.
And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. himself. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. A first down run on the doorstep. A stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. With the catch, it's Murphy. Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Leaves it with the running back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He'll keep it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Raiola. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Cornhusker. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Attempt to try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will
give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Sweet cut there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Fires to the big fella. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he gets the first down, and I tell you what, these are the guys you like to go to. Throw those big body tight ends with the sure mitts over the middle of the field where you know you can get a high percentage throw. Nice catch, nice first down.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They'll immediately call timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Grab near the sticks, it's Bell. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters at Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, back to the Sea of Red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
And the Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting the quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Completed pass, but it not only goes nowhere, it goes backwards.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try to pick up some positive yards.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make move to change impossible. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
UConn will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Off-play action on first down. Bring in the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. The Cornhuskers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw. It's Fagnano. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the ground, it's Edwards. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Murphy. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Man, you could almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. Makes a grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under fire. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Murphy. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Caught over the middle, it's Hansen. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Wants to throw. It's Fagnano. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation, you'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're at.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the fourth quarter.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. Here's a heat. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it, keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but this is a critical 3rd down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
He's brought down at the 18-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here.
All right, guys. Oh, sorry about that. So, hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely was pretty, it was pretty good though. Let me just get my camera out here. Okay, so definitely was all right. I apologize that it was not the right team against Nebraska and stuff like that, but you know what, it actually made it look like it was, you know, that. But make sure you guys leave a comment. Let me know what do you think about the video. Let me know if I need to do some more of this stuff like that, this type of content, stuff like that. But with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and also follow me on TikTok. Okay, guys. With that, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.